Here come, who is it? I don't know who the Regan guy is. It's a woman. It's a woman. Is it a woman?
Yeah, it's a woman. You got two of them. He's like, oh shit. Oh, you got a train.
Oh, fuck.
If they test something, I wouldn't. That's why I asked you to take the train.
Hey Candace, hey Ashley,
Hi.
how are you?
Okay.
Hanging in there?
Yeah, I got a little sick yesterday. I don't know what went on. I was down in that basement digging around and,
Okay. Good to see you. Sarah, this is Candace.
hi, it's nice to meet you. I think I've seen you on some of the news things in the beginning.
Nice to see you again.
Hi.
John.
Hi, John. Watch your head there. Candace. It's my friend Ashley.
Yep. Hello. So I, Candace, I thought that it would be good for some of my colleagues here to kind of see what I saw. I'm actually interested in seeing if any headspace built up in the bag that I assume you tied the knot in.
Yes,
So-
I got it right here in the kitchen,
Oh, great.
actually.
Great, good. And then I I'd just like you to tell them the same story you told me about what you experienced when after you came home and after you kind of started messing around the closet and then started moving materials in the basement. And for them to see it if you don't mind.
Yeah. I mean, I'm ashamed of my house right now,
Right here.
but I want you to understand.
This was just bought in November. This was just bought in November from the dealership. Look at all this.
Oh, look at that,
So right now my life is like down because I had some.
So all that's peeling off, the staircase coming off in spots.
Yeah, I know there were some folks that lived.
My other cars are doing that in shells.
Okay.
So all the cars are doing that kind of thing.
Interesting. How about your neighbors?
They're not there.
Okay.
But I love my car for this. I bought it. Like even this. They've got pictures from November being on the showroom. My friend's gone. None of this that came right from
You know what I
Subaru.
mean? Because the other stuff that happened when we came out was and they said, throw away all your plastic, throw all of your linens, submerge everything. And well, I talked to an environmental toxicologist too. And she's like, anything you submerge, wash it. So what I ended up doing was I threw everything downstairs, like all of our clothes, all of our sheets. Well, I mean, my kids were bleeding out of every orifice of their body. And we had the town hall, and we were fighting, and that guy said, for the love of God, get us out of here, and NS agreed to relocate us. So I'd say it was probably within 7-8 days that we left. We didn't take anything. I mean, when we were gone, I went and purchased all new clothing and everything, because I just didn't want to take, because the smell was so bad. And like I told Mark, that smell existed all the way until Sandy Fett came in here and cleaned, okay? So they came in here on Friday and cleaned. They wiped the walls down, they scrubbed the carpets. They didn't move anything, because when you see, it's very tight in there. I mean, I have a lot of stuff. I've lived in this house since I was 8 years old. So they did what they could, but it's like I told Mark, so I came in, I got the dumpsters, I started like pulling like shoes out of the closet. I noticed it more downstairs. To me, it's two different smells. Downstairs, it's a very strong chemical smell. Upstairs, it's more of like a chlorinated smell to me. And like I said, as I started going through stuff, like I would get blasted. I mean, I even pulled all my weeds in my flower beds and didn't have anything as bad as I did when I'm opening up sealed bags inside. That's what was weird to me. Like, I would get blasted with, like, I told him, like, the stuff you spray your keyboards with? The duster. Have you ever gotten that on your skin? How it gives you that, or vape juice. I can explain it like that too. Like if you ever like hit a vape and like vape juice got in your mouth, it gives you like it's like it would hit me in the front of my teeth. Symptoms that we were having when we were coming home. My kids were bleeding out of their nose. They had blood coming out of their ears. I was waking them up in the morning where they'd be drooling on a pillow and it'd be all tinged with blood. They're 1 and 2 years old. Never went to the doctors before this happened. And now what's been going on here, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm really upset. My 2-year-old, he's walking like this. And it's because he's had diarrhea for the last 4 days, and his little balls are so excoriated because whatever is in the poop, I'm telling you, it's not normal. To me, it smells like marijuana. I don't know how else to describe it. But that never occurred until we came back. That's what makes me nervous. I would say when we left, it took us almost 4 weeks after the initial burn, and we broke out with all these like sores and stuff once we were out of here, and then the kids got better. There was only one other emergency visit, and that was on the day after Mother's Day, so we had come to town to visit my boyfriend's mom. She was right down the street from us, and we sat outside that day. We never went inside the house, and the next day I ended up having to rush into the emergency room. But besides that, they were fine while we were gone.
Okay.
I do also notice today Jack does have a cough. But like I told Mark, they can't tell me. My belly hurts, my throat hurts. And it's just, I feel that it was not something that was here before, especially when I said I've lived in this house since I was 8 years old. This home never made us sick before, so why is it now? And in my mind, I'm trying to I'm not a scientist, but I feel that the chemical smell is coming in through places in my basement where maybe there's water. I don't have much water, okay? But I feel like we've had heavy rains this winter or summer, and it's maybe moist, and I feel like wherever I had stuff stored in those areas, it's the chemical smell. And I'll tell you what, up here, you get to jump on your bed or get to sit down on your couch and you get like a puff of air up. That's when I started smelling the chemicals, because like I told him when I first came home the couple days, I was like, we're good, I think it's good, you know. I do have a detector going in there, and we just cook too, so it doesn't mask the smell. But also, I do think it smells like cat piss. But I do have a cat, but I explained to Mark, I don't have a litter box inside. He doesn't go to the bathroom inside. He's like a wild cat. So that's where I'm like, where's this ammonia cat pissy smell coming from? But also understand clothes have been sitting down there for 6 months, so I take into account must and other smells, you know what I'm saying? But what was so weird for the first 2 or 3 days, I don't know, whatever that guy sprayed, you couldn't smell anything.
Yeah, do you know what they use, the cleaning products they use?
He said that whatever spray that he sprayed was a different spray than he sprayed in the beginning.
Okay.
He said, I think they came up with something that was less chemically, but I know the girls in the beginning, she told me that she cleaned with just vinegar.
Yeah.
With the cleaning vinegar, it was a black one.
So you've had your house cleaned twice?
No, just once.
Just once. Oh, what they cleaned other houses with was different.
Yeah, well, in the beginning, Sanifect came in and cleaned homes and just sprayed a spray.
Okay, other houses.
Yes, when Sanifect came in here, which they are no longer getting jobs, I guess NS told them that they were done once the EPA came out with this new cleaning. But Mark ended up getting mine done, because I'm like, Mark, we gotta go home in 2 days. I need something done, you know?
Yeah.
So, and they steam clean the carpets, right?
Yes, but this is the problem. Like in my room, like when you walk next to my bed, I had like a little rug.
Yeah.
I moved the rug and it's black because they didn't move. Which I understand. You know what I'm saying? It was tight in there. I'm not saying he did a bad job. I'm just saying, and it's like, it's almost like a soot, because I have white carpet and I feel like it was not like that before. I mean.
Okay. And the things like the closets and the clothes, do you know if the cleaning company touched any of that or moved anything in there at all? Okay.
No, in that first room in the basement where the shoes were, they didn't do anything in there. Because I told him it was so disastrous there, there was nothing they were going to be able to do. I had clothes out to the ceiling, you know.
And you've taken a lot of stuff out and moved
Oh,
it
I
in the
filled a
dumpster.
15-yard dumpster up, which they took it today.
Oh, they did, okay.
But I mean, I guarantee I took 40 garbage bags full of clothes, sheets, towels, pillows, you know, just, I mean, I tried to salvage what I could, but I went down there last night, and I know it's Play-Doh. You're going to laugh at me, because Play-Doh is chemical to me anyway,
Yeah.
but it doesn't smell like Play-Doh. It smells like that bag of shoes, whatever that smell is. And I think you've got it. like an acid, almost smelled like a nail salon when you walk in there.
Well, you smelled it with the shoes, yeah. I didn't
Yeah.
smell it in your basement, but I did smell it.
Well, and I'm gonna tell you what, when you walk down there, I think you can smell like maybe must and other smells because it's a basement. But like I had a pile of clothes there and I did leave it there. As you start to pull the clothes apart, like as I'm going through them to like, throw away or whatever, it's like trapped in the, because I think that smell, I may be wrong, is from what initially went on here in the beginning. And I don't know, because it's like I don't get it unless I'm digging in like a corner or a place that's been undisturbed or opening up a tote that hasn't been, it's just, you know what I mean? And like I said, with the chlorinated smell, I almost notice that more when I think like the sun goes, I don't know. Like when it's moist outside.
Okay. Sometimes more than others, kind of. Some
I
places more
I
than
feel
others.
that on a rainy day or a moist day or when the sun goes down and the grass gets moist, I smell more of that chlorine smell. And that other smell to me is like industrial cleaner.
Okay.
So I don't know, it's weird. It's like two separate.
Okay.
Two
Well,
separate
good
things,
to know. Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
you for the information.
And I'll tell
on
you
that.
what is weird is my girlfriend was here helping me clean. And she's been in town since the beginning. She could not smell the chlorinated smell at all. And the one night I was walking her the car and we walked through the grass here. She was parked right here in the front yard. And I'm like, dude, do you smell that? And she was like, no. I'm like, you cannot smell that. Because I'm like, feel like I got two cotton balls stuck up my nose that were dipped in Clorox. And she's like, no, I don't smell anything. And then, but the bag of shoes, when she smelled that, she smelled it. So I feel like that's something different that maybe is not in the open air and it's like trapped or something.
Yeah, and I did want to confirm one thing because when we were, I was telling your story, and they said, well, were those shoes worn anytime since the round happened outside?
No. Those are shoes that don't fit any of my kids. They were actually given to me by a girl that had a sugar daddy, and she had gotten her son a bunch of stuff, and she's like, well, I'm just throwing that away. It was like 7 million pairs of Nike shoes that he'd worn like once. I was like, I'll take those. Those will fit the boys, in a couple years. And so no
they've been
no
down
one.
ever since, yeah.
So they've been probably down there, I'd say, a year.
Okay.
Okay.
That
Good
helps.
to know.
So where do you want to go? Do you want me to bring the bag of shoes
Yeah,
out
let's-
first and try to smell it out here since we just cooked spaghetti in there?
Perfect.
And then we can go through the house too?
Yeah, sounds good. So Ashley lives over on, you're on Main, right?
East Main Street. Yeah, she
Yeah.
was there with Alfred the one time.
Oh, no, that wouldn't have been Sarah. You weren't there with Alfred. No, I know who was
No,
there
you
with
do
Alfred.
look familiar though. So.
Yeah.
You can go out.
Yeah, I've definitely met you before. I don't know an Alfred, I was somewhere.
No, I know. When Alfred was there, I believe
Oh,
that
my
was.
goodness.
Yeah, this is
know,
little
my
team.
friend
This
is
is my
Cicada.
two. I have 5 boys altogether.
Oh.
And they're all home. My one just came out from the army.
Yeah, that was Cicada that she.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're gonna grow up so fast.
But she also has dark
Yes,
hair.
he's. I think he may be
No, I
autistic,
know
so we
where
don't have
I
very
know
good
where-
boundaries.
That's okay. He's such a cutie. I'm actually going to be an aunt
All right.
in January for the first time. My brother is having a boy.
Oh,
So
I
I'm
love the
gonna have
boys.
to-
I got 5 boys.
That's so sweet. Well,
Yeah, it
Yeah.
smells.
Yeah.
He said it smells.
okay.
Got it?
And I'm telling you, yesterday I got sick because I came across more stuff like that.
Oh, I can smell it now. You can even smell it right here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you where that was. It was in a
Okay.
corner where when I left here, I had just painted that basement not too long. And it's almost like oh my gosh. I'm telling you, I threw away many things that smell like that.
Got it.
Trapped. It's trapped in stuff.
God. You said you painted the basement?
I painted the basement probably a year ago, and when we left, there wasn't like anything, and I noticed on the basement wall, when we get on there, I'll show you, it's kind of like a fuzzy, I don't know if it's mold, I don't know if water, I'll tell you what,
It
there
kind
was
of
some
looks
damp,
like what's on the front of that, honestly.
yeah, there was a couple blankets where they were damp. They weren't soaking wet, so it's not like open water just freely in that corner, but they were damp. But, I mean, I don't ever remember us getting water down there before.
Yeah. Hello. How are you today?
Peanut.
I got one
Now,
littler than this,
what's,
too.
What's this one's name?
This is J-Mo, and then Jackson, they're sleeping.
J-Mo?
Jameson.
The Jameson.
Jameson and Jack. My boyfriend collects whiskey.
I was just gonna say it sounds
Yeah.
like an Irish whiskey.
Well,
yeah.
my dad's name is James too.
I love
So
it.
Aw.
All right, so I'll take you guys through the house. Don't mind my house. My dogs are out back, so we're good. I was just thinking in my brain.
Thanks, Candace.
Sorry, I'm trying to smell. I don't think I'm smelling anything up here. And I'll tell you what, it's so weird because like yesterday I said, damn it, I wish Mark was here. I had News Nation come yesterday and we did an interview in the morning. And when they walked in the basement, they were like, oh my, God. I said, well, I think, some of it's to do with clothes. But it was a stronger scent yesterday.
It smells like my house in here. Like when you first walk in.
Does it? Well, there's the monitor. So we're not at bad, but we're not at good. Because I think when it's orange, it's just moderate.
Yeah, so you guys know, the Way Station, one of the charitable organizations in town, secured a number of in-home monitors. It does particulate, does VSC. I'm not sure what the technology is, but they distribute them to, I think, 40 families
Something
around the
like
area.
that.
Nice.
And they're going to try and get another 40 of those monitors. So.
Okay.
And I do have air purifiers running up here and downstairs as well, just a smaller one downstairs.
And did you typically smell odors up here, or really just in the basement and in kind of?
I'll tell you what, I get whiffs of chlorine up here.
Okay.
I'd say the only place up here that I got that strong smell was maybe in the closets, in the deep corners of the closets. Oh, you know what else I did throw away? I had like the armies or like the dinosaur things and like the lids lock on them. I had like 5 or 6 cases of those downstairs that were my older boys that I was saving for them. I had to throw them away, and they were, I don't know if it's like absorbing into maybe plastics, because I'm feeling that it's stronger on maybe plastic items.
Okay.
Open your VHSs down there, so I got a pile. Open up one of them.
Oh yeah, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Because that's not fully sealed.
Yeah. Okay.
And I smelt it too. I threw 2 modems away. And when he opened the sides of the modems to take whatever is inside of there out that has all the data on, they smelled heavily of chemicals too. But they had never run or was never plugged in, so it's not like they could have sucked. I don't know. Everything down there stinks to me.
And you have been away from your home for. You said
I came home for
recently.
4 weeks. That was, I think, March
Okay.
1st maybe to March 30th, around there. I mean, that's just my guesstimate. And like I said, the reason that I was adamant about leaving was, I mean, these boys were terribly ill. I was having to, I don't give a shit about myself. I care about I know that sounds terrible. I care about these kids.
Yeah, anybody who's a parent knows the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to live a long life so I can take care of them too. But when they were bleeding out of orifices of their body, and this what my fear is now is that I feel it started with the diarrhea, and me and these 2 little ones have been having diarrhea. Now my boyfriend, he's worked at the elementary school and has come back into town every day. Same with my other son, his dad, he goes with his dad 1 week, his aunt and family lives in town, and he's had a lot of exposure too. And I feel like they're not having as many symptoms as we are. I don't know if it's because we were out of it and we've come back. Like I said, I was debilitated yesterday. I had a headache like I had never had before in my life. And I felt like it was after I was down there trying to go through stuff, because I'm like on a mission, you know what I mean? I'm like on a mission. I was trying to get everything out that I think smells bad.
Okay.
And
Do you want these to come downstairs with you, or do you want to leave them up?
I don't care.
And people, have different sensitivities to odors as well. Like you were saying with your friend. My mom is really sensitive to smells. So we've had similar scenarios where she's like, getting a headache, having some, symptoms from smelling an odor. And she's like, do you smell that?
No.
Oh, so people, have different sensitivities. And so if you smell an odor, or your boys smell an odor, it could affect you differently than family members or friends. Natural human variation.
Well, we can walk downstairs. Don't mind my house. I am just,
No judgment.
I'm embarrassed. I am.
No, you've got kids.
I don't have kids, so I have no excuse, but I still don't want anyone in mind. And so you guys are recently back, right? I guess school's starting.
We've been back since we came home Sunday.
Okay.
Before school started.
And since you guys have been home, have y'all?
I I think I smell that chemical, like that ammonia smell or something. Yeah, but I know you see it Candace, but it's
But
not.
that's how my house smells whenever, and
It's
my
not.
cats don't go.
Uh-huh. And so since you guys have been home, have y'all opened windows, try to do like a full-on ventilation, open windows?
Actually, I told him I didn't because I'm worried that it's in the open air.
Oh, I see.
You know what I mean? So I didn't know what to do. You know what I mean? I really don't want you down here touching anything, Jason. And then I said my biggest concern is this is my 11-year-old son's bedroom in the middle here.
Got it.
I know this isn't safe.
No,
I was already
I
told.
told her that.
I was already told.
That's not safe.
I'm like, I'm gonna move them.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, where's the filter on that side? The furnace filter?
My furnace filter is right down here.
Okay, oh, it's right there.
And I actually have those furnace filters too that were tested before. I'm gonna open one of these up.
So Candace, you were saying that the bag was back in that area, right?
Oh yeah, and look at the wall over here. See what the stuff I have on the wall? I don't think that was there before we left.
Interesting. Okay.
Which it may be just the
No,
paint, 'cause I noticed it. Well, I noticed it all over here too.
Interesting. And so you'd say this is an area where you
That's
definitely
the
smell
bomb
some
shelter.
smells sometimes down in the basement.
I'd say that. I would say that the basement is the worst.
Okay.
And like I told him, there is a drain under here,
Okay.
under this rug. I forgot to tell you that. I didn't tell you that. I showed you the other drains. Because I'm like trying to think, sorry, I'm coming untied here. I'm trying to think like because my dad used to say that back in the days that all the sewage ran into Shit Creek, which is Sulphur Run. So what I'm thinking is did you just poop or fart or something? I'm like wondering, do I have one of these drains that are hooked into that? I'm like getting a backdraft or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. You haven't noticed any water coming in your basement anytime?
The only thing I said, the only place I noticed water was when I was pulling blankets out. It wasn't water, but it was moist over there.
Okay. Got it.
And so anything in this room, or is it more concentrated where all the heavy?
Well, honestly, I really don't go in that room very often. I haven't even got a chance to go in there and
Okay.
dig out yet.
Okay.
And I'm very curious to see what it's going to be like over in his closet on this side, because like I said, there's stuff
Okay.
piled up, but I just haven't gotten
Gone to it.
that far. Because like I said, I mean, I threw every piece of clothing we had down here. You know, when you have 5 family of 7, it's a lot of clothing.
Yeah. So are you trying to wash any of the clothes, or are you just pitching it?
I pitch mostly
Okay.
everything. A lot of this stuff I had maybe brought from upstairs, or it was like, I felt like I was gonna try to salvage. I throw all my stuff away and all the kids' stuff
see.
away. I save stuff of my boyfriend's and maybe some blankets and stuff, because
Yeah.
he's like, don't throw any of my stuff away.
Yeah.
So,
Now, with this material here, did this come from upstairs recently, and then you just staged it here?
some of it's been down here.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Because like when I came home, or when they cleaned, they stripped all the beds and just threw everything down the steps.
Yeah.
Because I had bought new comforters, new pillows,
That's what I was
new.
wondering.
I didn't
So,
smell
yeah,
it.
because that's more in a cubby.
And right now, do you smell the chemical smell?
I smelled it a little bit. I
described?
don't think it's.
I smell
To
it.
me, it doesn't
Okay.
smell
But I'm not
anything like it
living
did
in
yesterday.
town, so.
Well, that's what it is. To me, it spikes and it goes. So is it something
Yeah.
coming from a drain or something that's
Yeah.
blowing in and getting trapped between items?
Yeah.
Because
The
like
only-
today, it's like I don't smell it like I did. I mean, listen, I had
Right.
News Nation in here for 5 minutes and the camera guy had to leave yesterday. He said his eyeballs were burning.
Wow, interesting. Yeah, the only thing I would say about the drain idea is, all the water, the surface water data in Shit Creek.
Yeah.
Do you like that name?
I do.
That's funny. I've never heard that
Yeah,
actually.
yeah, because the technical term is limited use creek, meaning it's not very healthy.
Okay.
That's a Ohio EPA limited use.
You did poop.
So, anyways, the water, the surface water itself has come back clean.
I would agree with that. We surface water sampling happen, like you're saying, every day.
When you walk out, when you walk back in, do you smell it? Yeah, I could smell it when I first came down. Now I'm used to it.
Yeah, and so my running theory on what you're dealing with and what Ashley and I have talked about in the past, and again, it's just a theory, so take it for what it's worth. But we know that this whole town smelled for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if some of those heavier compounds absorbed are creating those odors. That's why I just asked about heavy laundered clothes and seeing the difference and things like that. Because as I've been talking to people that are living back in their homes, many of them said, I didn't feel comfortable for a couple months, but now that I've gone through a number of cycles with
well, like I told you,
like that,
I felt like the whole house smelled like that bag of shoes before Sanifet came in here.
That's right.
So they did some type of remediation, but how much remediation?
Right.
Because to me, all I can think of, Mark, was after you left last night was, what's going on? What's going on? Are the kids being poisoned? What's going on?
I know.
And it's just, it's not a good thought to have in your mind. You can't live like that. No one can sustain life having that worry.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And we did see, especially early on, some homes with odors after people say open windows, open doors if possible, turned on some fans, created airflow, did laundry. We had a lot of reports of those odors improving, and so that's why I would hope that say, I know you're just kind of getting back here recently, but that's why I would hope that if you were able to ventilate, open some windows, turn on some fans, that hopefully those
and the reason I'm scared, like I told Mark, they have the Shamu tanks over there. That's contaminated water, with VOCs in it. VOCs are absorbed by the light into the air. So if I have my windows, am I letting more shit in? So that's where I guess I get where I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
That's understandable, because if you don't want to open the windows, obviously.
And honestly, News Nation asked me, he said, what do you want us to do? What do you want to be done? I said, well, I'd like them to buy my home. But honestly, I don't think that they're ever going to settle with me without an attorney or a lawsuit and be able to give me what I need to replace what I have here. So my second option is, honestly, how I feel, that everything in this house needs to go.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. So on that first point, we are still, as a matter of fact, I've got a meeting later today about it. We're still working on the home value reimbursement issues with the company. So it should have been finalized by now, but it's not. So stay tuned.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. Right now, I'm getting a feeling right here. I don't know what it is. My lips starting to get weird.
Okay.
My eyes will
Do you want to step up? Do you want to go back
Yeah.
upstairs? Okay.
Yeah.
But now, do you smoke? Now, I think it's just getting acclimated, because when I smoke, I can't tell it on other smokers.
Oh,
But as a
interesting.
non-smoker, goes
I'm gonna
around
go
someone
up
that
here.
smokes, you
I'll
can
change
smell
it.
it.
Okay.
So it's
You
kind
do
of
it.
like, is it
Back
the
up,
same
right?
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming too.
Well, I was going to change it was like,
Okay. But that's what I'm wondering, if it's just you're getting used to the smell.
Yeah.
Or like someone that has a lot of cats.
Yeah.
So you can't smell it whenever you have like 10 cats in and they're going everywhere, and then you leave, everyone else can smell it on you, but you can't smell it.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's-
You can definitely get used to smells, and I'm used to my home smell.
Yeah.
Right? Like get a little odors.
So like right there, when she says that drain there, that's where I smell that like ammonia kind of smell that she said.
Okay.
I don't know if you can smell that the same.
I personally cannot.
I smell spaghetti.
Yeah.
Well, right here again, but it
Yeah.
smells like when you walk from there over to here, the smell of it. I don't think it's it smells
No,
like
the goof off is closed.
it smells like ammonia.
Okay. And it smelled similarly before.
I'm not sure.
That'd be a good question too.
Did you have something that's worth
Maybe, always, different, chemicals obviously can be very odorous, so.
It doesn't smell like any of those cleaners. I used to do in-home housekeeping. Unless she had a straight bottle of ammonia. And hey Candace, do you have a bottle of ammonia down here?
no.
That smells it. You can open it and
Odors from
smell
that
it.
one?
Yeah.
Definitely cleaner smell, that
Yeah.
kind of pungent
Yeah.
in a way.
That's different than that.
Yeah. Okay.
That smells like, it almost smells like cat pee. When you walk from there to
Interesting.
there, it doesn't smell like a clean or a type of.
Yeah, nope, I got you.
No, I don't use ammonia to clean. I typically use either like Mr. Clean for animals or the vinegar.
Okay.
Yeah, no ammonia. Yeah, good.
I use vinegar in my house, so we can't use that one. You
Yeah.
can look for it. I got cleaning
Okay.
supplies, never use them.
Cool. All right.
Interesting.
I
Yeah.
use vinegar and peroxide in my house.
Yeah, the odor issue is always interesting. Different sensitivities, you can smell different inputs.
See
of
those
odor.
See, Febreze has a really distinct odor. It's just not like a good
Hey, Mark, you know what I just thought of? Do you want to take them out into that outside garage?
Yeah.
Do you think you smelled anything in there?
I did, but you said beauty, so.
Yeah.
We'll take a look at that.
Okay.
And that's another area that I feel like it got water damage while we were gone. These are my tests. Has Scott responded? He said he sent you an email.
Nope, nothing.
He just called me 5 minutes ago and said he sent you an email.
Oh, did how did your meeting go last night?
I didn't make it because I
Oh,
told
you
you I fell out. I know that it was live streamed. And I guess that they came out with results from Dr. Chai's property at Black Hawk Chiropractic.
Okay.
And that I guess they're worse than Shelby Walker's.
Okay.
Because he tested hers. I guess they were
Yeah, I
pretty
saw
bad.
somebody sent me her results. They were pretty much normal ranges.
Okay.
The soil anyway. A lot, they were higher than yours. Of course, she's down there by the trash, so that makes sense. But yeah, yours were very low. Yeah, nothing yet.
And
What's
on
wrong?
the window opening issue, I can definitely see that concern if you don't want to open windows due to outdoor air, fear of outdoor air being contaminated as well. But to that point, we have.
Well, and also in the basement, it's hard for me to air it out. There's not really many windows
Yeah.
down there.
Yeah.
Basement, absolutely. But yeah, here, I think we have over 25 air sampling locations all around. And so all of the data is showing that it would be safe to open windows and ventilate. We get data on that every day. So that's helpful, I think.
No crying. You want me
Aw,
to say
hi.
hello?
Is that Jack?
This is Jack.
What's up, little man?
Aw. Oh, sweetheart, but you have your hands full.
Yes,
huh?
I do.
They're real cuties.
Yes.
Anyway, I was saying about the windows, we do have over 25 air sampling locations, and we're monitoring the air continuously all throughout town, right around
Yes,
the
but my
site,
concern is, are
around-
those monitors able to detect at a low enough level
Mhm.
that it's going to pick up stuff that are harmful to me and these kids?
Great question, and the answer to that is yes. We do have very sensitive detection limits that are below the levels that the public health agencies have established as conservative and safe for breathing.
Yeah, the sampling
So-
devices especially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do have sensitivity,
Yeah.
and they're monitoring them in the community for 75 different VOCs. So there's a ton of data. So if that helps at all with confidence.
Well, I'm worried
that it
about the
would be
VOCs
safe.
and I'm worried about the dioxins, because I was told by an environmental toxicologist that read my results that said that dioxins 15 times higher than what they should be, went through my entire furnace filter, and those are forever chemicals, and she said that they were chlorinated so that there's no reason that they couldn't be thumbprint it back to the actual derailment. Because she said they were not dioxins that were created by like a barbecue, they are chlorinated dioxins.
Okay. And has that furnace filter been changed?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
I mean,
Good.
I had my ducts cleaned too before I came out,
Oh, good.
and I felt like maybe that,
Yeah.
I feel like that made a huge difference too. Which when I talked to Neil who did it, I said, were they bad? He said at my return vent that I was almost completely blocked off with dust.
Oh.
So that might have been a big factor in circulating air, and that's why that smell was so stagnant in the home until that, because that happened on a Saturday, and then the cleaning occurred, or that happened on a Thursday, the cleaning occurred on a Friday.
Yeah.
So it was done right there. And when I came back for the first time on a Sunday, I was like, I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully moving in the right direction at least. I hope that.
I mean,
I'm glad that
honestly,
they
I just
helped.
feel like I want to get another dumpster and just keep throwing. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that, because like I said, I mean, I don't know what NS is going to do. I would hope they would do the right thing and replace what is broken. But I mean, I know they've bought new furniture and stuff like that. But I mean, I just don't know what to do.
Yeah, no, I understand. So let's take a quick look at the garage.
Yeah, let's do that.
And then,
Let me.
oh, sorry.
I'm just gonna lock him. He'll be fine. You can
Okay.
watch
Oh,
out.
I got time before my next meeting.
Yeah.
Actually, close that door behind him. Jamie will be fine for a couple minutes. He's eating chips and watching TV. I just don't want him to get out of here. When you walk in here, walk straight back to the right corner. And I know it's a garage. It's just like gasoline on the side. But tell me if you smell a similar smell to that chemical. I smell the gas, but
Yeah.
and you know what? I'll tell you what. I noticed it more. If you see this white board right here, I just put that down underneath this thing. I pulled up a whole bunch of plywood and I got it out of there because it was wet and it had that smell.
Okay.
Did you go to their meeting last night?
No.
No.
And you said
This
you
is the most-
painted the
I
basement
painted that basement like a year ago.
a year ago. And after you painted, do you think there were any lingering smells after that paint dried? No. Okay, kind of recovered after the
No, because I
painting.
would have been pregnant when I painted that with him. And I think I did it real slowly because I was afraid of the fumes and I felt like, there's not a lot of ventilation back there.
Yeah.
But the reason why I wanted to say I painted it was because of all that stuff that's on the walls. Like, I don't know if that's mold growing. I don't know what that is. And my girlfriend actually sent me a picture, which I'll send it to you when we get off here because she wants to actually get a hold of you. Because she has some type of weird something that looks just like that growing. She has like a coffee table made out of a tree. And it's growing on that coffee table in her home. And they inherited that from like his father and have had it for like 20-something years. And she's like, look at this, which they bought a new house in
Was
Struthers.
she relocated?
They bought a new home in Struthers.
Oh.
She was able to
And
get
they,
some.
and they still have a home here?
Yeah, they own their home now.
And it's-
They're a Figley, Krista Figley.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, Krista Figley. I know Marilyn.
Okay, so they're all related, but
Okay.
Krista Figley, I think her house is one of the oldest homes in East Palestine. It's right across the street from Sparkle.
Oh.
And
okay.
they put it on a TikTok and said abandoned home. She's like, shit, that wasn't abandoned. It just looks like that.
Yeah.
But
Now she's trying to sell?
I don't think that they're gonna sell it yet.
They're going to wait. Yeah.
They were able to financially,
They could do it.
they could do it.
All right.
But her kids all tested positive for vinyl chloride and stuff. Her kids, I mean, she sent me pictures of like chunks that her girls were coughing up. Scary shit. She was out of here. And that's the thing, Mark. I came back because I felt like I had no choice. You're gonna have a hell of an issue on your hand when you got these however many people are gone that refuse. It's not gonna be good, and especially when they're looking at me as the first one to come back and they see I'm having issues, it invokes, see, I told you started with the cough.
And were you saying you smell smells in your garage as well sometimes too? That same chemical type?
I would say I smelled it when I picked up that moist, that wet. That's why I want to say it's like water coming outside, inside. But how did that, is it in the soil and it sunk down? I don't know.
I see.
Because I'm trying to think of like, how would it get so deep in the soil in the corner of
Right,
over in the
exactly, yeah.
basement? Like
Well,
that
it's-
doesn't
yeah.
make logical sense.
Yeah,
The
you're.
garage converted into a bedroom?
No, the
It's just a
bedroom's in the
garage.
middle and then this is a garage, which I'm going to run back up and check out the because I'm freaking out.
Okay,
I'll
I'll
open the door to this. I do have some more.
You still be the
it's built, it's like dug into the ground.
And what, do you store bleach or what do you store in here?
No, I said I bought bleach and kilns to take care of the mold.
Okay, so you typically don't store any cleaning materials.
The only cleaning supplies I have down there at the end of the stairs are what I got from like handouts at the beginning before we left the house.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, thank you for the information.
So what do you guys
Really
think that?
helpful.
Do you,
And, you know, I know
like I
it's
said, as I continue to go through stuff, because I have gone through this room, if I find those things that I think smells that way, I'll pull this out. I think I got a badge.
A what?
A
Oh,
badge.
from
We were
Hillary?
going to try to put one of the badges in the bag.
From Hillary?
Yeah, tie it up, leave the badge in the
Okay.
bag, and then turn it in and see what happens.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's what Wayne State's doing.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Which she's on her way to New York right now.
Oh, Hillary is? Yeah.
Because I think that's where she's going to live.
Yeah, actually, I'd heard that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I think we got what we need. And I need to get back for the meeting, but like I said, I really wanted some other folks to experience what I experienced.
Well, Mark, that gives me some comfort because last night all I was thinking about was why didn't, when he smelled that chemical, bring somebody else in. I started to think about that last night because I'm like, well, if he says he smelled the chemicals, you know, he should be bringing somebody else in or something else, you know what I mean, to have record of that, see if you can come up with other ideas because, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that bag's toxic. I don't know if it's taking years off my life every day. I don't know.
Right. Well, it's got a knot in it now, but it was just important for important for more of us to understand, right? So.
Yeah, and you know the reason you said you want me to bring it downstairs, leave it upstairs. To me, it's like I guess I'm the one that's cleaned it all out, and to me, it's everywhere. And I can't prove that to you because that's what I tried to save because it was new.
Well, because you experienced it. You experienced it.
Yes,
Nobody
and I
else did,
figured,
yeah.
okay, it's not wet, damp clothes that are in the basement. This new shoes, this shouldn't smell this way.
Yeah.
That's why I
They're still
saved
setting
that
off that
item.
chemical even being in the bag, and if she wouldn't have noticed that, put those items in rooms and stuff, they'd still be giving off that same smell. I would assume if that still smells like that.
So yeah, I mean, just like Sarah was saying earlier, that's one of the reasons back early on for the people that did not relocate. Ventilation was a very important step. Even back then when it was cold out. So
Yeah,
and the only thing I could say to you, about the air, just like we were saying earlier, the one thing I am 100% confident in this area is air quality.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the monitoring and the sampling that's been done is second to none on any job I've ever worked. I mean, and plus we have the analytical bus driving around every single day.
And I'm not saying I don't believe that. But there's something wrong. Something is going on, and that's what in my brain I try to think logically. What is it?
Yeah.
If people are still having problems, which it might be something different up here than it is down there. I don't know.
We're trying to solve problems.
Yeah, and this is how I feel. Even if it's on from the drain derailment, if it's something else, it's still making us sick and it's still causing us problems. So something needs to be done.
Understood. Understood.
And
Okay.
my best advice would be, similar to some of the other homes that have experienced odors. I know it's hard to ventilate. Like
I will,
basically,
I
you
will.
have a window in there.
I
but
will.
Maybe a fan.
Well, I did
That
keep
should
this
really
door
help.
open. My storm doors got destroyed because I have boys and they destroy everything. But I'm going to order storm doors, and that way I can open it up and ventilate it. But I'm going to leave these doors open as I clean. Because, I have a lot of work to do, as you can see.
I think that's a great idea, and laundering clothes seems to help some people as well get rid of any of those lingering odors. And then also the home cleaning program is going on. I know you had your home cleaned recently by someone else.
Which
but
I was going to ask if maybe I could get that done too again once I get everything cleaned out where there's more room and more areas and more
I think
surfaces
it's a
can
great
be
idea.
cleaned.
I think it's a great idea, first of all. And so, we're going to try and extend the sign-up date a little bit longer.
Okay.
So I'll let you both know about that. But
I think that would help address
It
any
can't hurt.
odors or dust, so you can take advantage of the home cleaning. And
Okay,
also
I'm running
one
up
other
top.
thing
I'm
that-
afraid for
no, let's
Gina.
walk.
Sorry.
Let's walk. Yep.
In my mind, I'm like,
Yep. Because even if I'm gonna sell it, I can't live with that on my conscience. I don't think it's safe to either give that out. I don't think you'll ever read something else. It's very helpful.
You're going to update me when you get back.
Yeah, I'm out. So actually, this. I'm first week, I'm not going to be here since February. I've got a teacher class, but then I'll be back the week after. So.
You never even knew.
But if there's anything urgent, you know, you have my number.
kids.
So.
Well, everything's corroding, and you can even tell some things around here that are metal are corroding. And paint's coming off my cars.
Interesting.
Oh, well,
And then the other thing that we always can offer people is we have if you smell odors, you know, we're not doing the home assessments in your home anymore, but if you smell odors, you can call our hotline and let those folks know, and we can send out some people with handheld air monitoring devices, do some monitoring. We can place a badge out, you know, somewhere public, you know, again, not in your home or on your property, but you know, outdoors. So if you have a post, we could set up a badge, fetal accolade, see if fetal accolade could be responsible for any of the odors. And then we can also send a mobile laboratory by there for that real-time specific chemical info. Hello, buddy. How's it going?
If you pick them up, you won't be able to put them down, just to let you know. That's why I don't pick them up.
Yeah, I would think he may have autism, so he doesn't really have very good boundaries.
Okay.
But I'll tell you
I'm
what,
to be an aunt, so
but
this is
he's
good for
he's
me.
like genius,
Yeah.
smart. This kid can read. He won't talk, but he can read.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
You were
like
telling me that last time.
yeah, it's crazy.
Okay.
Come on, buddy.
Checking out some green
Grab your
grass.
purse.
Come with mommy. Let them go.
Yeah. All right.
Is
So
this
yeah,
the
let's talk
corner?
when I get back.
Cutie. Thanks, Mark.
And we'll get updated.
And hopefully I'm further in the cleaning, and maybe I'll have some different items, maybe of different fabrics or something to show you, because I'm telling you, there are multiple things I came across. That was just the one thing I saved because I thought it was the most,
Yeah. Noticeable. Yeah.
yeah, I wanted you to see, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like I found a couple more things too down there last night.
Yeah.
I'm just going to wear a mask when I clean, because yesterday it took me out.
Okay.
Yeah, always a good idea
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah,
But
you
yes,
gotta- you gotta take
smell
care of you.
odors. Yeah,
gotta
that's
take
a
care of
great
you.
idea, regardless of like you said what they're from. But yeah, we'd be happy to get you signed up for the home cleaning again.
The
Hopefully
hotline,
that would
when she
help.
smelled that, should she have called and reported, like if she couldn't get a hold of Mark?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
how
you
that
can
smells,
always
so
call.
even though it's in the home.
Yeah, you know, and again, we won't come in the home to do the sampling, but you know, we'll come say over here and do something
And see, that's the thing that
outside.
bothers me.
Yeah.
Why shouldn't we get sampling in our
Right.
homes? These smells are in my home. They're not
Yeah.
outside.
Norfolk's gonna do a contact.
Is she? Are they?
Yeah.
Now, what all are they going to do?
I'm gonna sit down with them.
Okay.
So
Okay.
they're gonna
Okay.
do with what I request,
All right.
apparently.
All right.
So,
Well, let me
yeah,
know how
if
that
you do
works
an odor
out.
report on the hotline, they won't
Seriously,
do the
let me know how
inside
that works
stuff,
out.
but hopefully that home cleaning would help, you know, any lingering odors, hopefully that help you guys feel more safe, feel more comfortable, you know, less odors, and you can always still call the hotline, and we have resources out here if you ever smell anything outside or even inside. So,
See, I could even smell that when that truck
Yeah.
drove by. Could you smell that?
It smells like when you open up a pool.
Yeah.
Like those kids' pools. When
And I'll
open
tell
up
you
the
what, I
box.
smoked for like 27
That's
years.
interesting. Yeah, because I smelled the diesel. I don't smell.
Yeah, that's what I smelled, the diesel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I smell like a pool to me, but I'm not.
No,
here all
not
the
to me.
time.
Okay.
But like I said, I smoked for 26 years and I quit for a year. I just started smoking when I came back home.
Oh,
And I don't know if that's like what increased my nostrils smell, because I couldn't ever smell shit before. You know, like,
yeah. All right, Candace.
all right, go, Mark.
Thanks.
I know you're busy.
Yeah, thanks again.
it's nice to meet you.
Yes, nice meeting you. Thank you for coming up. Let me know what you guys come up with. If you guys, and like I said, as I find more stuff, and I'm going to try to, I think that I'm going to get that badge for that bag of shoes, but maybe you guys can take and make, I don't know. You guys want to test it or try to do something? Maybe if I start cleaning, well, you said they won't come in the house and do the PID device or whatever, right?
But I know we did a home assessment for you back in February. Obviously, that was
Yes,
months ago.
yes,
right after
yes,
the
yes,
derailment.
yes.
But we didn't detect anything then, which is very encouraging because we would not expect to detect anything after then, because that was right after the initial incident. So very encouraging there. But let us know. We'd be happy to do the
Okay.
home cleaning, and you know, again, if you smell any odors, definitely call.
And yeah,
encourage
like when you
everybody
guys
to call.
came, I let you guys through because I was confident about coming home. It wasn't until, you know, we started getting sick that I'm like, something's not right here.
That's how I know you the open house, because my boyfriend knows how to use the machines. We kind of went went wrong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you just getting up to talk in the beginning because nobody knew what was going on, and I think it was like the mayor or the governor was like looking. You like finally went up and
I
said,
was like,
so-
oh no, guys,
yeah, you went up.
wrong
It was
phone
like on like a
number.
live briefing or something. I'm like, oh, that poor girl. They're
I
putting her
remember
right in the
that.
spotlight
Yeah.
because nobody else had the answer, so you just took control.
Exactly right.
Good for you, though.
Hey, at least we got to share the right number.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get going now.
Bye, Ashley.